Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Let's continue. So we need to get out of here, and I'm thinking what I'm going to end up doing is going down here to this point on the drain pipe and then calling Nico on the radio instead of the cell phone and hoping that I can swing to this door. Let's see if this works. Let's see.
Throwing that at the guard was only going to draw his attention to him.
If I put the radio at the door.
That wasn't worth trying.
I have to right click
Hey,
it.
Nico, how's it going?
I'm still here.
And is that going to pull up any conversations?
This could be useful. That wouldn't work. It was a door to an unknown area of the chapel.
Yeah, I have no idea how we get to any of these areas of the chapel. That's the issue here. So I'm probably going to have to just ask for help again. We've had several incredibly frustrating puzzles back to back. I imagine what's going on right now is there's some pixel somewhere. Something that makes some sense.
I wasn't going to be able to throw that at the guard.
So let's just go to the hints. How can I get past the guard that Langham has posted outside? You need to find a way to distract him to draw the attention away from the door. Got it. Go on the balcony and think about what you could, how you could attract the guard to run down those stairs.
It was a door to an unknown area of the chapel. I didn't want to attract attention to myself without a plan.
So you can talk to this guy when you're down here. But the first time I talked to him, he didn't move.
I didn't want to attract attention to myself without a plan.
Yeah, and I've got no plan, so back to the hints. Climb down to the drain pipe. What could you place in the drain to distract the guard with Nico's help down there? Well, I guess this says drain and this says drain pipe. And maybe that's the only hint we had whatsoever to put the radio there.
Hey, Nico, I've got a plan. Over.
Roger, George. What are you thinking? Over.
I'm going to place the radio out here. Maybe it'll be enough to distract the guard. Give me a second to set this up, then start talking.
Got it.
I carefully positioned the radio in the drain.
So, not an incredibly complicated puzzle this time, just a case.
I found a way out.
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
But the idea is to find that one pixel and have it labeled as different versus the drain pipe, and I certainly have lost all patience to deal with any of that or realize the difference there.
You must let us leave.
I could use the target practice.
There was no way I was going to get out there with that armed guard.
So wait a minute, am I supposed to, is Nico supposed to be distracting him or what?
Nico, that thug isn't going to let us just walk out.
Let me talk to him.
So a slight hint there, let her talk to him.
Hey, handsome. Could you find it in your heart to let me out?
Look, love, I'll just as happily put a bullet in you as your yank friend. If you fancy your chances, then feel free to try and escape. I never miss.
You could have just said no.
Hmm.
Any luck?
I gave him my best charming French damsel. Nothing. I think it's time to start thinking of another way out.
Could you use your radio to get the guard's attention? Wait till I'm out on the balcony. Then we'll know if he falls for it.
Sure. I'll see what I can do.
So I'm supposed to be out here in the balcony. I just don't know what the next part of this is.
Okay, Nico, now!
Get a move on, George! That guard won't know what's hit him!
Don't think I won't shoot you.
Hmm. Am I supposed to jump on him, or what?
The guard was already pretty worked up.
Like, what am I supposed to do now?
I didn't want to attract attention to myself without a plan.
There's more to it, obviously. How can I incapacitate the guard in this game? Can you think of a way to disable the guard while he's standing below the drain pipe? Maybe drop something heavy to knock him out. Let's take a moment and see if we have something heavy we can drop. I guess maybe. Maybe I can drop the hammer on his head. So if I walk back to the balcony, will she use it? So now we've got to come back in here. We've got to talk to Nico again. And try this again.
Nico, what do we do now?
We've got to find a way to get past that guard.
Can you try? Don't forget, wait till
No problem.
So we start this over again. And I guess I was supposed to drop the hammer on his head. Which is slightly violent.
Nico, now!
Quick, George! I found a way out!
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
And we need this hammer.
If I wanted to be sure to hit him, I needed to wait till the guard was closer.
And hammer.
The hammer hit the guard on the head with enough force to knock him out.
See, and I feel like there might be another brick in the wall Pink Floyd reference here, because I think there's an achievement for something like that, but honestly,
It was a door to an
like, let's just click there. If there is a brick in this wall somewhere, I'm not seeing it. Again, the puzzle suffers from the fact that you just aren't told the goal in more specific terms. Yes, you know you want to escape, but
What did you do to the guard?
those steps must have been slippery. He took a little tumble. Nico, look. There's a cable car ready to go. Quick, before Langham locks down the system.
so we can't even check that door out. A short run and a long jump later.
You don't think perhaps we should have waited for the next one?
Well, we caught it, didn't we? What's all the fuss? Now, if I can just
Extremely
open
dangerous.
this window, I think we'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. Don't panic just yet. I'll think of something. I couldn't quite reach the handle.
This feels like an extra thing that we didn't need. And I really don't have anything here. Yarn at the door. I guess that's how we pull that off. And the game crashes. Thank you, game. You wouldn't be Broken Sword 5 if you weren't also a broken program. Let's see, where are we? I guess I was trying to pick up the radio. Did I actually get the radio? Can't check right now because the engine's
Nico, let's get out of here.
locked.
That guard.
Yeah, we didn't even get the radio. So, through here. And I'll just try to click and skip as much as possible.
Nico, look.
And what's funny on this is as soon as I start to have
Perhaps we should have
some
waited for the
progress
next
and just an easy puzzle, the game crashes to find a different way to make me upset with it.
Okay, maybe not.
I couldn't blame anybody for rage quitting this game, particularly now that I see how it just goes on, making the same mistakes over and over again, giving low quality puzzles with no hints, unless you use the hint system, which makes you feel like you're failing when the game itself is failing, and then crashing. The crashing alone, even if it was a good game, like, that wouldn't matter. Obviously we want to let her in.
It's a little stuck. Just give me a second.
Just hurry up!
Nico!
So, we meet again.
It's the Russian.
I've come for my painting.
What painting?
La Maledicción.
Gesundheit.
Don't play games with me. We both know the painting conceals a treasure, Mr. Stobbart.
You know, even if the painting was yours, I wouldn't give it to you. You're just a common gangster.
A fine sentiment. But I won't let you cross me again.
Again?
You stole my ruble. My platinum 12 ruble.
Well, that was just an old coin.
$150,000 worth of old coin.
Oops.
Wow. Well, a guy could do a lot of redecorating with that.
Enough of your American humor. You will tell me where to find the treasure, and you will tell me now.
These
Not
cable
gonna
cars don't meet
And
up
did you
like
really
that.
Just say, so we meet again?
And here we've got 3D Nico acting more 3D than usual. And
Hello?
Shears is bleeding. Or was injured in his head.
Down here!
I don't have any items.
Oh, hello, miss.
Could you help me out, please?
Sorry, no can do. But while you're down there, maybe you can clear something up for me.
What?
Something you said when we first met's been playing on my mind.
Do I have a choice?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Choice.
I don't follow.
This is
You
going to
see,
be a
I'm
weird
determined.
conversation.
Goes with this line of work. But what you said in London made me ask one of the big questions. Is there such a thing as free will? Because if there is, then I've made some pretty dodgy choices in my time. So help me out a bit here.
So, do I say determinism or free will? Helping Hand, Meduski, Shears. Let's talk about him.
So, do you have regrets?
No, I don't think so. But I am a little worried. This whole free will thing has got me thinking.
How many different responses are there?
What do you enjoy in life, Shears?
Well, I like footy, a good scrap, and topiary.
So, let's keep asking questions.
Can't you stop Medovsky?
As I said, it would be futile to try. His actions are predetermined, like mine.
This is a weird conversation to have right now.
We have a choice. We always have a choice. Just like you've got a choice right now. Help us or not.
I don't know. I'd like to. But the boss...
My philosophy class seems to be working.
So let's ask about Chelsea.
So, you're a football fan, right?
Gotta love the beautiful game.
So, if determinism was valid, why would anyone play? What would be the point of it all?
Sometimes when we lose, that's just what I think.
If what you create in topiary is predetermined, what's the point?
Topiary isn't about freedom of expression. It's horticultural Valium. It makes the voices stop.
So, you're a determinist. Isn't that just an excuse to let Medovsky boss you around?
At least I know who's controlling me actions. Do you?
Of course. I do as I choose.
So you chose to leap off that cable car, did you?
Yes, because you and Medovsky shot at me. You did choose to shoot at me, didn't you?
Well, yes. But I didn't choose to shoot that geezer in the gallery.
What about Henry?
You never intended to kill Henry?
I just wanted to rough him up a little. But the gun went off and the rest is history. Free will didn't come into it.
But you'd made a choice not to shoot him. The fact he died was an accident.
So you think I've got a chance of redemption?
Interesting. Let's keep going with determinism.
I see, Cheers. Determinism is just a way to hide from responsibility.
Maybe you're right. So what?
It's lovely chatting, but couldn't we discuss this somewhere more convivial?
No way. The boss wants you dead.
Why not choose what you want to do?
Oh, I need to be sure.
So let's talk about Henry some more.
See? You didn't choose to kill Henri.
He died regardless.
Exactly. It was accidental homicide. If by redemption you mean a spell in jail with time off for good behavior, then yes, I think there is a chance for you.
And you know what?
No, enlighten me.
I'm getting too old for this crime lark. I think I'm having an epiphany. Of course, it might just be indigestion.
This is a badly written conversation.
No, it's definitely an epiphany. I think you're right. The only thing that has led me here is me and my actions. I'm going to talk to the boss. He's sure to listen to reason.
I think I just got him killed.
Boss! Boss!
What is it, you imbecile? How many times have I told you not to interrupt me when I'm about to kill somebody? Remember what we agreed. I am the big man who takes care of the big things.
And I am the little man who takes care of the little things.
Exactly. So, haven't you got a little thing you should be doing?
There is one little thing, now you mention it.
Well, don't let me stop you. Get on with it, you big baboon.
If you say so, boss.
Oh. Oh, dear.
There you go. Free will under orders. Now that is what I call a real paradox.
Few minutes later. Badly written line of conversation, but an interesting idea. I wish somebody had done
You
it
took your
better.
time back there.
Yeah, Medovsky and I had a lot to catch up on. And you and Shears seem to be getting on just fine. So, I figured you'd holler when you were done. Always nice to see old friends.
Oh, thank God it's you two. You would not believe what just happened.
Try us.
Oh dear, the monks aren't gonna like that.
We had a little philosophical disagreement on the way up. Nothing the little TLC won't fix.
Yeah, they're not really broken, more in a transitional state. It's amazing what a lick of paint can do.
What now, George?
Some of these lines do make me
Stop this
laugh.
crazy
I
plan.
have to
We
admit
rescue
that.
Eva and you win a Pulitzer.
When you put it like that, George, sounds easy.
And off they fly to Eden.
So, how are we going to catch Langham now?
Well, we've got a pretty good idea where he's going.
True, Mesopotamia. Or Iraq, as it is now. Not exactly a prime tourist spot.
Need a lift?
I don't think we'll catch Langham in a limo, but thanks.
I'm not talking limo, mate. I'm talking Medovsky's full-on, fully fueled taxi ticket Learjet 60.
You think you can get us to Iraq?
Wouldn't be the first time, if you know what I mean. I've got the keys, the contacts, and a full drinks cabinet. How about it? It's the least I can do.
So, very conveniently.
Was getting on board Medovsky's jet and accepting a cocktail from Shears. Hello? Anybody there?
This is weird.
What happened to the light?
Is that better?
Whoa! Senor Marquez?
A dream? Hallucination?
Hello, George.
But you're dead.
Does death worry you?
You bet. I got
This
a
is
nasty
very
feeling it's
odd.
coming my way.
You have no choice. You cannot allow Langham to destroy Jehovah. Lucifer and Jehovah must rule in harmony, or chaos will prevail.
How do you destroy a god?
Don't listen to him, George. He is here to lead you astray. He is a Gnostic, a heretic. Lucifer is the devil. He should be defeated. Jehovah must reign supreme.
Whoa, hold your horses, Padre. I'm no big fan of the devil, but follow Jehovah, and what do you get? Subservience, repression, mindless conformity. Not my cup of tea, pal. I'm more into sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Bacchus is the god for me.
Ah, see what you get when you turn from Jehovah. A paint-spattered hedonist. Don't listen to either of them, George. A heretic and a lazy drunk.
Hey, I'm not lazy.
Nor I a heretic,
I were best forger in the business.
and I gladly died for my faith, as did thousands of my ancestors.
Whoa, 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 fellas, please. My dream, my rules, okay? It seems to me that what you call greed, he'd call ambition. And your subservience is his order. In just about an hour's time, I'm going up against a guy who intends to destroy God. I need advice. Practical advice.
Have a stiff drink and go down fighting. You're a dead man walking anyway.
Nonsense. Put your faith in God, and he will be your shield.
Don't listen
Didn't work
to
for
them,
Simeon.
George. They're both wrong. Maintain the harmony. Protect the balance.
But how do I...
You have the answer in your hands, George.
In my hands? What do you mean?
George?
And the game crashed again. Man. 2 crashes in the same time. And wait a minute. Now, did it crash while trying to load up there? That would be new. That would be very interesting. Oh no, we're gonna have to save after this.
Down here.
Alright, let's try to skip through all of this as quickly as possible. This is a long conversation for the game to not have saved.
So you chose to leap off that cable car, did you?
Let's try to skip through all of this. This is annoying. And you have to have the full conversation.
It makes the voices stop.
Can't you?
So I think I've done all that I needed to do to get past this point.
Boss.
Very annoying to have to redo any parts of any game, but this sequence in particular was an entire conversation puzzle. Possibly really the only thing that's even close to a true conversation puzzle in the game. But not, I wouldn't even say it's a true one because it seems like you succeed no matter what.
Sure.
Let's skip through all of this.
Oh, you would.
And see, I don't know why they introduced this new character. Just so they could add a puzzle.
What?
Actually, it would be kind of cool if this character was the girlfriend of the hacker in Broken Sword, I think 3? Yeah.
The last thing
Like, that would probably be the best. A nice way to bring her back, even though she was such a tiny, insignificant character.
But
you might as well bring back some of the ones that were not used very much instead of create new ones. So much of this. Like, this really is probably 7 minutes of conversation. Now he says Bacchus is the god for me. I don't even know who Bacchus is.
And just a...
Have a stiff nonsense.
And see if this crashed again. Oh, that would suck so bad.
But
You have the...
in my hand. What do you mean?
So, it might turn out
Hush, wake up.
that
Dreaming.
we just have like 2 statues, one of Lucifer, one of Jehovah, and we just have to either destroy both or maintain both.
Dreaming. Something about sex and drugs from the sound of it.
Yeah. Are we there yet?
Well, that looks like the source of 4 rivers, so the Garden of Eden is right down there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I think they're going to conveniently skip the part where the Bible says you can't enter the Garden of Eden ever.
Eden is a pleasant 30 degrees centigrade. We shall be landing on a flat plain about 2 kilometres into the desert, which you will find is a pleasant stroll to your destination. Fasten your seatbelt and all that gubbins. Finally, may I take this opportunity of thanking you personally for choosing to fly Air Shares. We do hope you'll fly again with us soon.
And don't crash now. And see, it would really suck if we end up
Come on, I think we're nearly there.
in a cutscene for the rest of the game.
Wait, Charles.
There still needs to be a few puzzles.
Shields is having a moment.
Why the question marks around pant? It's like they don't even know the English language. I think Revolution Software is British too.
Oh, cream crackers.
Don't they know parentheses, or
Just give me a moment.
maybe they just don't know how to program
We'll catch you up.
parentheses? So it seems like George is going by himself. How are we on achievements now? 26. And that got me, I've gotten like 3 more achievements since last time I checked. We were at 84 last time. What are we now? Let's see. 90%. So 10% left. Maybe if we're really, really lucky, next 30 minutes we finish the game. Maybe next hour we finish the game. It shouldn't be much more than that. And then we can be done with Broken Sword 5 and I can forget that it ever existed. In a lot of ways, I kind of wish I could just forget everything except for the original version of Broken Sword 1 and 2 existed. I hate to use the phrase ruining my nostalgia or my childhood memories, but honestly, they've kind of managed to do that here. Adding Broken Sword 3 and 4, which were done by publishers, wasn't good. Doing the remasters of the original and changing things was a terrible decision. And then kickstartering a 5th game and delivering a terrible product was a terrible decision. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.